my God, are you Jason Murff? No. Okay.
This is Annette, and we are going to give her shit because she was not recording that whole time.
I know.
But she also forgot what my name was. She was just like, Jeremy? I use your salt. I was
no. I will just completely embarrass myself. I saw him at a networking event in Austin, and I was like, wait, I know you. Your business starts with ass. So I will never live it down. No. Ever.
Yeah, don't make an ass.
I know. And then I guess that's recording.
Cool. So, we are here at Grill Your Ass Off. We're at our headquarters right now inside the warehouse. This is what we call Side A, a.k.a. where a lot of our raw products will come in, get designated to be produced, and then turned into tangible inventory to where we can ship it out to our customers, whether it's a retailer or a direct-to-consumer. You see a lot of our stuff will either come in pre-blended or raw, depending on what it is and where it's going to. We also have like gift packs, like for our holiday season. If you see us at a pop-up shop, you will be able to get a 6-pack of ass or a griddle. We also have flamethrowers laying around because you never know when you need it. So got some of our sealing equipment here. Lee and Dylan just got done doing a fresh pack of sample packs, and then right over here we do have some of our bagging machines. We're going to be making some of our sample packs, the little bags that actually go inside of it. So it'll take this film of Claymore Cajun seasoning and actually run it through, weigh it out, and you'll have a fully finished bag once you are done. So that's going to be the next thing on the queue, which if you want to follow me over here, this is our warehouse / fulfillment side of things. So you have anything from this pallet that'll be going out to a customer of hot sauce, barbecue sauce, pickles, olives, down to we have 3-pound bags, 4-pound bags of all of our products for the customers that really, really love Grill Your Ass Off. You can snatch it up there. And to show you, this is what the machines make. So they we used to call them dime bags because we would literally put them in dime bags before I bought these machines, but now we can just crank these on, produce about 12 to 1500 bags an hour once we have the machines dialed in. So we'll show you that here in just a little bit. Starting here, we have all of our bottled seasonings, sauces. We have our Sailor Jerry Ironsides barbecue sauce, which is awesome because 50% of it goes back to the Independence Fund. And right here next to that, we also have our brand new bag and tag, which 50% of that goes back to military mobility. So a lot of really cool stuff. We have our new salsa line, which as you can see, based on these boxes, is going pretty well because it's empty. But we have a mild red, mild tomatillo salsa. We have a roasted Carolina Reaper salsa. We got a salted vodka glaze. Seasonings, we do anything from, we have our salt, pepper, taco and fajita seasoning, Cannibal all-purpose spice, or Claymore Cajun seasoning. We have our salt, pepper, garlic, our platoon sergeant, our honey habanero barbecue sauce, our mango habanero barbecue sauce, our atomic dongs, which is a dill pickle spear and a habanero garlic brine. Garlic cloves are amazing to eat in that if you can handle some heat. We have our original style barbecue sauce, our bacon bourbon. We have our Madu steak seasoning, which was the original seasoning to kick off the company. Got a Willie Pete chicken seasoning, Fire Chief hot sauce. If you're a hot sauce fan, this is a great mild sauce to go on anything and everything. Got our donkey balls, which are green olives with habanero stuffed in it, donkey dongs. We have our infidel pork rub, been a customer favorite for a long time. Our lemon pepper. We got a little bit of gunpowder left before we get our next batch in. Gunpowder is our #1 selling seasoning. You can see right here, a lot of amazing Americans have been placing orders, and we're getting it out as fast as humanly possible, so you'll have it in time for Christmas. This is kind of like the command station for the side of the warehouse. We have basically a print-on-demand laser engraving station over here. So if you order a tumbler, a Let's Get Wet barbecue mop, we will actually pull that item, engrave it to your specifications, and then fulfill it on that. We do have a couple of pick tickets getting ready and a couple orders that are laid out getting ready to send to customers. You can see a lot of people are getting the box of ass, and that is actually packed with 8 of our best-selling seasonings, as you can see right there. It's also listed on the back and on the front. So I'm not going to mess with any of this because this is all picked for orders going out. But we also do have 12 different flavors of beef jerky. We have our brand new chili mix. We have our spicy Bloody Mary mix. We have our Battleship brine for the holidays, but you can use this year round on pork, beef, poultry, whatever you'd like. My personal favorite, the mango habanero beef jerky. We also have our sun hats whenever you're getting yard work done or just hanging out outside and you need a little shade. We got our general hat, our khaki black, black and green. We got our established red, white, and blue, solid black like what I have on now. We got our basic bee pumpkin pie spice. We have meat temperature magnets that tell you what temperature to cook all your meat to. We got it for wild game hunters. And then for the alcoholics out there, this one tells you how many beers to drink based on what you're cooking. We also carry duck fat. Duck fat's a great alternative to like all the seed oils to lubricate your stuff with, and it's in an aerosol can. So a lot of really great health benefits to this, and it has a very high smoke and burn point. So you can basically use it for anything and everything and your cooking needs. Also got cool little patches for everyone. And then we found a guy off of Craigslist to be the model on the front of this cookbook. But we got the 40 Good Ass Recipes cookbook with the forward written by a Medal of Honor recipient. A lot of amazing things. And then my favorite, Jack Mandeville at the end, wrote an amazing article about American food. So we do have queso. A lot of people don't know that. We do it in limited runs with our partner from PulpMX. We have ranch dips that people also oftentimes don't know about. We got a spicy ranch, regular ranch. Just mix it with sour cream or plain Greek yogurt, and it turns into a chip vegetable dip, ranch spread. We do have, if you're a fan of tahini, we have a chili lime beer salt, which is made with all natural fruit, so it's got a lot of a totally different flavor profile. We are completely sold out right now. We do have a lime beer salt, a whiskey smoked sugar, and as well as a whiskey smoked sea salt, which these are highly underrated. And the whiskey smoked sugar, which we actually have a batch outside smoking right now, is phenomenal in cocktails and all your baking goods. We have all of our t-shirts here, and then that is about it for the warehouse. Outside of that, it's we get it in as fast as we can, and it normally goes out. Everything will be in here for typically 2 to 3 weeks until it's in a customer's hands. So as fast as we can produce it and get it to the customer, so it's the highest quality and you have the longest shelf life possible. We have, I mean, there's thousands of beef jerky bags up there, cookbooks up there. We use our military camo netting to hold bubble wrap. That we have a machine that makes bubble wrap in here now to be able to get it produced faster and cheaper. So a lot of it's been over the last 3-4 years is just really reinvesting into ourselves on not only making the product better but more efficient for the customer, but as well as the actual process on the back end that you don't see to be able to get it to the customer faster.
How do you come up with the names?
By coming up with a lot of ideas that no one can ever see the light of day of, that HR would not approve. Thankfully, I get to be HR, so almost all my ideas get rejected. Leah helps with ideas, flavor testing, cooking, but we also have an amazing team here that everyone contributes to it. So it's like whenever we do have an idea, we write it on the board, and then everyone contributes to that idea. It could be something as simple as like Madu steak seasoning. That was our first ever seasoning, and that was like, how do we, like, where do we go with it? Like, I don't know where I wanted to, and originally I was going to name it all after different nomenclatures inside the military. So, you know, you could have a 240, you could have a 249, a Madu, so all that kind of stuff, down to, you know, a 9 mil. Didn't go down that route, but Madus was the heaviest granulate seasoning that I had. Big, heavy. Think of Madus, so we stuck with that name. Down to, we couldn't figure out what we wanted to call our Invader salsa. It's green salsa, tomatilla, and we were thinking about like, maybe commando or something like that. And it's like, no, I don't think of like a commando like going out to kill people. I think about somebody running commando. Like, just doesn't fit well. Well, we were driving actually through Roswell, New Mexico, whenever we came up with the idea, like, let's just call it Invader and have a donkey abducting a cow. Like, that'd be perfect. So just depends on, you know, what's going on, really.
Wow.
To kind of dictate with it, but it's a super cool thing because it's a team environment here, and we all coordinate together to make everything work.
So what's your background before you started all this?
I mean, I was in the infantry in the Army. Before that, I had two other businesses that I started whenever I was in high school. One was doing diesel performance work. So basically, somebody would take me their diesel truck. We'd hop it up through all the bells and whistles on it. We started producing our own turbo kits in Thailand back then. Doing a lot of like really cool high speed stuff that I got to learn while I was in high school. I actually worked as a 3D CAD engineer in the oil field, and then realized that it's a lot more fun just doing it all yourself. So did that. Also did had a firework business, and did that. Kind of got burnt out on all of it, and then left for the military, and then started making seasonings while I was in the military, and then here we are.
How long did you serve?
3.5 years.
And what made you decide to just say, I'm done?
Medical reasons.
Okay.
So ended up destroying my ankle, and then having a botched surgery by a Navy doctor, and then 5 surgeries later, here we are.
And when did you start this?
2016.
Oh
So
my gosh.
October was 8 years.
Did you ever think you would be where you are today?
No.
Yeah. Is it just...
No, it was just a random idea and hustling some seasonings out of my garage back then.
This is so impressive. What do you want to see in the next 5 years?
Just more expansion, being able to get it out to more Americans, being in more retail locations, and then potentially us having our own retail location.
Where would you like that to be? In Texas?
Oh yeah. I'm never leaving Texas again. There's Texas, and then everywhere else.
How many retailers are you at?
So we're just under 2,000 retail locations in all 50 states.
Oh my God. What else do you want to create? I don't even know what else there is, honey. I don't know.
So in all honesty, like product creation is going to be at a low for a while. And really we're focused on making the products better quality than they already are, and then making sure that we can scale appropriately so we can keep up with the customer's demand. So that's kind of been a restructuring on the back end that no one sees that we've been doing for the last 2-3 years. We're getting better and better and better. There's been a lot of setbacks with that, but with anything, if you want it to get better, it's not going to come quickly. So
yeah,
that's pretty much our main goal for next year. You can probably ask Dylan, and he'll say differently because we'll come out with a new product tomorrow if I see a shiny object. But our main goal is to just be able to optimize this and grow down different paths to where new products limit us back quite a bit whenever we want to do that.
How many products do you have?
Inside of here, we have over 200 SKUs that we keep up with on a daily basis. So
how many are on your team?
5 total, and then we also have 3 other working remote.
So you have 8 that does all of this?
Yeah, 5 or 9, I guess, would be your total.
9, and you just started with just you.
Yeah.
I was already impressed with what you did, but this is like a whole other level because no one sees what you do behind the scenes.
Right.
You see social media, you see sales, you see products, but then you don't see
the highlight reels.
You see the highlight reels, yes.
Oh yeah, look, they're here with this person, or they're doing this cool thing, but they don't see like the fact that for the last week we've been here almost 8 o'clock every single night and getting here at 7 o'clock in the morning and working, over a 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
Every single day to be able to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
And that's just here. That doesn't include the fact that, most mornings are 5 a.m. wake up call. I sit in front of my computer so I can enjoy quiet while I keep up with all my stuff before I even get here. And then same thing with other staff members. They're waking up early. They're going to sleep late. It's a lot more of a grind that people don't see just to be able to get, a single box out to a customer. Just depends on what time of the day it is. I mean, the easiest way of, explaining entrepreneurship is like how many times can you get kicked in the dick and still come back. Before you got here, I dealt with a handful of just fires, and it's just putting out fires. And once you put out that fire, how do we prevent it from coming back and move on to the next fire?
How do you keep yourself from just waking up each day and keep going after you have a day like that where you're just like, I'm done?
All the people here and our customers at the end of the day. It's all these people are invested enough into Grill Your Ass Off, the mission statement, and our culture to where they chose to work here, and they choose to continue to allow me to be able to support them with our mission and dream for Grill Your Ass Off. So I mean, that's enough. And if you need more motivation past that, just go look in Arlington.
how do you make time for you? What do you do for you?
This
is you.
Yeah. A lot of people, express their own opinion on other people and, tell you, hey, you need to take rest. You need to go to this. You need to go to that. And that's what they want out of you, not what you want out of yourself. So a lot of time it's just static and radio noise that you need to focus in on yourself and not focus on what other people think that they need from you, which is one of the main reasons why on that doorway down there, it said the word should does not exist here. Because the word should is a very possessive thing and it's something that you want, not what needs to happen. So I don't walk up to any of the staff and say, hey, your paycheck should be there tomorrow. It is or it isn't. That's how we like to operate here. It's you have something done or you don't.
Full authenticity in here.
Yeah. As long as you own your mistakes, I have zero issues with it.
Right.
Yeah. That's just being accountable. It's all the same stuff that we were taught in the military, all the, the values of the Army, the 7 values, everything like that, as dumb and gay as that may seem sometimes, like it all holds true. Yeah. We just carry it over in a different capacity here.
Yeah. How do you keep yourself so humble and just saying, this is just me. I just do what I love.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of seasonings. That's literally it. I'm no one special. I put my pants on the same way that anyone else does in the mornings. Unless we go on both legs at once, I still haven't mastered that yet. So maybe once I get there, I'll have a little chip on my shoulder. But no, I mean, like literally at the end of the day, I'm just another dude doing a different thing in life. So, and I mean, it's more humbling for me to meet people like yourself and other, people who have supported the company and our mission to that. Like I'm way more like shocked about them. And I want to tell me about you. Like, what are you doing with the product? That's the coolest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. You like when people share, their meals with your salt in the background, or I mean, I love doing that. I do that with Charlene. I do that with you. Like, look what you can make with this. Like, you can put this on eggs or whatever.
And as like a small business owner, that's the easiest way to literally like thank them and like support them is post their product and help share it. Like you have no idea how hard it is to actually like get your foot out there and like be known by the general public. So if you have a friend that has a small business or that you want to support, you don't even have to be friends with them. Just buy the product, don't ask for a discount code, and then post it. And talk about it. If it's good, great, rant, rave about it. If it's shit, don't post it. I mean, it's as simple as that. And I have a lot of friends, where, like, I absolutely love their products. I'll rant and rave about it, but if it's shit, I'm sorry. Hey, here's my personal feedback. So,
do you have an ambassador program?
We do. So, I mean, if you're interested in it, just go to the website, drop down in the footer, and you can join the community. We have an amazing group of people. We got private Facebook groups. We have public Facebook groups. We got a bunch of different back-end stuff to be able to help the actual customer.
Okay. So what advice would you give to somebody who wants to start a business?
Yeah. I mean, 2 things to that is there's no financial number that'll make you happy. It's all about being consistent. And unfortunately with business, being consistent is going to be slow, and slow is good. If it happens fast, it's great, but be aware that it's not always going to be like that. So Benjamin Franklin once said, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. It's very, very true with business. And along with that, you just need to stop and realize that if you take a moment and expand the time horizon, everything's achievable within a certain time horizon. So you just need to focus on what is the actual steps of getting somewhere versus just, hey, here's the end goal. You have to learn how to make it all the way to the top.
So one of the quotes that I like to use for what I do is just do what sets your soul on fire. Like this seems like this is what it is to you. Do you?
Today I'll do what others won't, so tomorrow I can achieve what others can't. That's been one of my favorite quotes too.
Great.
And that's just saying, put your head down, get through what you need to, because no one else is willing to do it today. There's a reason why, to be in the top 1%, if you actually look at the numbers, it's really not that hard. It's because everyone else is too lazy and worried about what's on social media or Netflix.
Gosh, are you talking to me?
I'm just talking in general.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, thank you, Jason Murff from Grow Your Ass Off, for what you do, because it's I don't know. There's something very different when you see people behind the scenes.
Yep.
It is. You never know what's going on behind closed doors, and I just appreciate your time for letting me be here.
No, I appreciate you coming by and showing it.